So if you think about that for a minute, right, you have the farmer and he has his fields of wheat, comes along and he plows the fields of wheat and breaks it down and crushes it into a flour. And that's essentially what we eat so much of. But why? Why do you eat flour? What does flour taste like? Very little nutritional value in that, and it tastes like crap. But we consume millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds of flour a year, or billions of pounds of flour a year. Why?
That's what we're given.
How do you make it taste good? You got to pump it full of salt, sugar, fat, 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 salt, sugar, fat. And then what do you think they add more of?
Salt, sugar, fat.
Salt, sugar, fat. And a little more salt, sugar, fat. That's why you eat it. Your taste buds are hooked on it. You need to create a separation. That's what this is all about. You need to create a separation so you realize that that is what's happening. So you then have, what do you have? You have a choice. You actually have a choice. It's very empowering when you walk into a grocery store and you know you have a choice. Okay, this is great. I know now. I know that this is not doing anything for me, but I also know that all I have to do is buy some hemp seeds or some goji berries or whatever that is and just add it in. And it'll help counteract, and it will instantly. It'll help counteract. So that's why I say that when you read the box, it's got nothing to do with what it says on the front. It's got nothing to do with what it says on the nutrition label, which many of us have become accustomed of reading, especially calories or, oh my God, it's got so much sugar in there. Whoa. Oh my God, look at the fat in there. I can't eat that stuff. And then you pick another box right beside it that has a little less sugar in the label, but it's based on the same stuff. It's still processed grain, and it's still full of salt, sugar, fat, salt, sugar, fat, salt, sugar, fat, and more salt, sugar, fat. So it's got nothing to do with this. What does it have to do with? It's got everything to do with what's below the nutrition label, and that's the ingredients. Yeah, there's some ways to, okay, it's in its order of ingredients, you know, like by how much amount is in there. It doesn't really matter, though. It's like the last ingredient in here is still a processed preservative chemical. You know, grocery stores will not carry food on their shelf unless it lasts how long? At least 6 months or more. So what do you have to do to all these packages? You have to preserve it. And that's a chemical. It's mostly chemical preservatives, which is the last ingredient on most of them. Does that mean because it's the last ingredient it's not harmful? It could be more harmful than all the rest of the ingredients. So it's got everything to do with the ingredients. And if you're not sure what they mean, you don't have to eliminate from your diet. Just make sure you counteract it. You bring in something of value, something from this side that actually means something. Sounds good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, turn to somebody, give that back a high five. That sounds awesome.